Good afternoon, kindergarten. It's time to talk science. And we're talking a little bit about weather today. There's lots of different types of weather. We know that it can be sunny. That's when our sun is shining nice and bright. Sometimes the temperature will feel warm, depending on the season that we're in. But this season would be maybe spring or summer. The flowers are blooming, the trees are blooming, kind of wearing maybe a light jacket. But sunny is a type of weather that we can have where the sun is out and it's bright and it's shining. We have some other types of weather. We can have this type of weather, and yes, it is snowy. We don't get this much in Texas, but usually you have clouds in the sky because the snow is a precipitation that comes from the clouds. So it's snowing. Usually when we have snow, it's pretty cold out. So we usually can have like maybe some snow on the ground, lots of snow coming out of the clouds. But snowy is another type of weather. Of course, this is a familiar one. Rainy weather. Again, when we have rainy weather, we have clouds. We can have some dark storm clouds. We can have some grayish clouds that the rain will come out of. So again, precipitation, it comes from the clouds. So rain and snow are precipitation, has to do with water. They come from clouds, and there you go. You have some water. Sometimes the rainy season, we get a lot of water. It gets puddles on the ground. So rainy is another type of weather. We can just have a cloudy day. We have clouds outside. You can see the sun is kind of behind the clouds. Can't really see much of it. It could be a hot day. It could be a cold day. But we could have the clouds just in the sky with no precipitation coming from the clouds. No rain, no snow, no hail or sleet, just clouds in the sky. Of course, we do have these days too where it's windy. Sometimes it can be sunny on a windy day. We can have clouds in the sky on a windy day. But of course, the trees are blowing, my hair is blowing, my purse is blowing off my arms. We have leaves and stuff flying through the air. The flowers are bending over. If they were dandelions, maybe all the white puffy stuff would be blowing. So windy, again, is another type of weather. Now, we also talk about, when we talk about weather, we talk about temperature. Some days it can be hot, like we have here in Texas during the summer, where the thermometer, the red goes pretty high up to about 100 degrees, and that's in Fahrenheit. Or it could be cold, where the red goes up just a little bit to 32 degrees, which is really cold. It's kind of freezing at that point. So when we talk about weather, we talk about a few things. What does it look like outside? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is there any precipitation? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it sleet? Is there anything coming from the clouds? What is the temperature outside? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it warm? So thinking about the weather, there's a few different things that go into it. And remember, the weather here in Texas can be very different than the weather if you went up to Kansas or Oklahoma or to California or Alaska. Weather is only in a certain area, and it can be very different in different parts of the world or different parts of the country. So today, thinking about weather, is it hot outside? Is it cold outside? What type of sky do we have? Is it sunny and clear? Do we have clouds in the sky? Do we have any precipitation coming from the clouds? Is it rain? Is it snow? Now, hopefully you will be listening to one of my favorites, Blazer Fresh, and the water, 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 water cycle, to think about how water gets up to the clouds and then comes down as precipitation. That's all part of our weather. Let's see what you can learn about the weather here in Texas.